Hey everybody, welcome back. It's been a while since we had a tutorial, and in our last lesson we talked about riffs and repeating over octaves. And so in today's lesson I'd like to continue on that theme, but I want to focus on one riff in particular. And I call this riff the 4315. No, it's not a 2319 from Monsters Incorporated.
2319! We have a 2319!
No, a 2319 would be this. Because in the key of C it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. So 2319 in the key of C sounds like this. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about 4315s. And so what's a 4315, you might ask? Well, using those chord numbers, in the key of C, we're going to take a look at those numbers, and 4315, so if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 as it repeats. And if we go up to 4, 4, 3, 1, and 5. So it sounds like this. 4315. And I want to focus on this riff today because it's very easy to implement into many songs, even songs you already know or hear on the radio. Sometimes when a chord is sitting and kind of doing nothing, you can use a 4315 to make the chord more interesting, or in some cases you can use the 4315 as a cadence to resolve from a 5 to a 1 chord. We're going to look at that right now. So when I was at the Journey concert earlier this year, there was a song called Mother, Father, and I was familiar with it but didn't really super know it. But they did it and it was amazing. And I want to just talk about the chorus and the melody. So we're going to look at a basic way to play this, and then we're going to get more intermediate, and then we're going to get more advanced, and then we're going to take a look at that 4315 and how we can use that to generate energy, resolve cadences, etc. So the Mother Father chorus, it's in the key of G, and the melody is so really, really easy. So the numbers are 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. That's very simple. So that's the bass lines going from 1 to the 5, and the melody is very simple in the key of G. What I'd like to do is talk a little bit about chording and how we can use chords and intervals to accentuate the melody that we're singing. So in this particular case, we're going to use sixths because we'll have the melody on top and the third underneath instead of on top. If you have the third on top, you could use an example like Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison. So Brown Eyed Girl is in the key of C, and it goes like this. So those are thirds. Sounds cool. Now if you were to play that with sixths, it would sound a little different. It would sound like this. An example of thirds in the key of G are being used in the song Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison. However, this is Mother Father by Journey, and so we're going to look at sixths in the melody. So the melody again is 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Okay, so now we're going to put a third underneath. So resolve the chord at the end because a 6 would sound weird. I don't want that. I want to just go. So again. right, so that's using thirds, but now what I'd like to do is make it even more interesting by playing entire chords, in this case triads. So we're going to move from G to A to C and around. Remember in our previous lesson we talked about the 1 minor 2 exercise. So 1 minor 2 sounds like this. We have G, A minor, G, A minor. We keep inverting every chord and just keep rolling around like that. So A minor, G, A minor, G, A minor, G. So we're going to keep that melody on top with the voice leading. But we're going to add the 2 notes underneath to make entire triads. So it's sounds really cool. A suspension there just to create some energy. Stop there and recap. So we are using the melody at the top of those chords. So it's G. G is at the top of the chord, and then A minor. A is at the top of the chord. C major. C is at the top of the chord. G over D. D is at the top of the chord. And again, the A minor. A on top. G, G on top, and then G over D, and then down to So now that we have those chords down, we're going to take a look at this 43-15 riff. So we're talking today about accentuating the melody with your chord voicings and also how to create energy with the 43-15 riff. So I'm going to demonstrate right now. We're going to go slow. We're going to play all those chords in a row, and I'm going to do a 43-15 to get us back to the original idea. So there, just for one. So you'll notice that's 4, 3, 1, 5. But you'll also notice we did a 4, 3, 1, 5 in the key of D. So 4, 3, 1, 5 in the key of G would sound like this. Okay, but we're not doing that. We're in the key of D. We're going to do 4, 3, 1, 5 in the key of D, which is so D. That's 4, F sharp is 3, D is 1, and A is 5. The cool thing about this 43-15 in the key of D is that it's going to create a resolving from the D to the G on the way down. I'll do it one more time. Check this out. There. That's cool. We're going to make it more interesting now. We're going to play it faster. We're going to do a roll around, and then we're going to do one that's even more interesting after that. So let's try it again. Roll around. I did double time in those notes. So we're coming down 2 octaves, and then we're repeating that octave and coming down another 2 octaves. So it's like 2 octaves, and then another 2 octaves down. I'm going to do it slowly here. So. Right, so you're sort of dancing around that D major chord to come back down to the G. So really slowly it's. Find that when you play it fast, it's just really easy. So we'll do a little bit faster now. Where we're coming down 4 octaves. We're just plowing all the way down. So instead of dancing over the 2 octaves, we're going to do 4 octaves back to back. Boom, 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 boom. So let's have a listen to that. Octaves this time together, but we're going to do them a little slower just to be fancy. So that is the 43-15. You can do single note slow. Do it again, do 2 octaves this time. Part starts when you practice that in every key. So let's go up to A flat now. So a good example of that is in the song Tiny Dancer. In the bridge, it goes to A flat, octaves, 4, 3, 4, 3, 5, 1, coming down 2 octaves with octaves. So I'll do it again. Landing on that G over B. Coming up for the hook. So one more time. The whole bridge goes like this. Example, and then we're going to wrap up. But that's a Tiny Dancer in the bridge. You can throw that. Cool. So one last example. We already talked about the song before, Proud Mary. So I'll just do the intro. So 43-15, it's your best friend. It's a great riff. Practice it in all 12 keys. Practice doing single notes slow. Practice doing single notes down 2 octaves and another 2 octaves. Practice the 4 octaves back to back. Practice using octaves with your right hand and just get really good at it. When you get bored, that means you're really good at it, and that means that mastery is within your reach. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial on chord leading with tones at the top of your chords, moving chords around, and then also using the 43-15 riff as a transitional tool or tool for generating energy on a chord that's maybe doing nothing, and you just want to say, hey everybody, I'm fancying up this chord. So thank you for tuning into the tutorial. There'll be lots more coming. Hope you enjoyed this lesson, and we'll see you again next time. If you liked the video, please like, share, and subscribe down below. We'll see you next time.